What is up guys, it's your boy Solam here, back with another Dragonflight gold making and gold farming video. Today I want to show you guys what I think could be one of the best ways to make and farm gold in Dragonflight, and it does require some setup, so I want to take you guys through the entire journey in this video to show you guys how this works baseline, and how to make it better for you as well. So when I say it requires some work, you can start making some decent gold really quickly by doing this setup, but the more work you put in, the better this gets super quickly, and I'll talk about why in this video, and it will start making sense very soon. So a farm like this one happening in the background right now, you can make roughly 60,000 gold per hour right now just by doing this one. And now you might start to think, how do you get 60,000 gold by farming drakes? They are dropping adamant scales, selling for 1 gold each, and there's no way we're killing 60,000 drakes per hour, right? So how does this add up? Well, I'm going to take you through it. Before that though, I do want to say that we have a video up right now in early access that you can get access to by subscribing down below, and this is a new thing that I'm trying to do to give something back to you guys for supporting me on YouTube as well. So by subscribing to the channel, my aim right now is to always have one video up in early access to you guys for subscribing. So all you have to do is subscribe down below, then go to my channel's main page, just click on my main page for my channel, and there should be a brand new video waiting for you right there. The video we have right now looks like this on the thumbnail, so if you see this one, great. If you don't, join my Discord server through the link down below and hit me up, send me a message, and I'll get you sorted. We also have several other videos, like this one right here was in early access in my gold guide as well for about 1 week before I decided to slowly start rolling it out, but this is a super good way to make a gold in Dragonflight. And if you do want to have early access to several videos for gold making and gold farming, definitely consider checking out my Dragonflight gold guide through the link down below. This is a 170 pages long PDF document for gold making in this expansion, and also gives you early access to videos and exclusive videos as well, because when you purchase the guide, not only are you getting the guide itself, which is once again 170 pages long, plus you get updates for free, you also get access to an exclusive Discord server or a Discord gold making community, where you also get early access to videos and exclusive videos, basically giving you even more value for the guide you already paid for. Either way, the link to that will be down below, and by using the code Solheim you can get it for half price. That being said, let's talk about what you've been seeing in the background right now, and let me talk a little bit about why I personally think skinning is going to be the future for gold making, especially for quite a while, especially when it comes to gold farming. And skinning, like, a lot of people think you're only making like 30-40k per hour with skinning, and that is far from the truth, as long as you know what to spec for. So right here we have my skinning character, and we can see right now my build and everything that I want to show you guys. So the build is called bait crafting. You want to put, I think it's 10 points right here, so 10 points right here, yeah, for bait crafting, and then 40 points into elemental infusion. So you can start making some really good gold with skinning by having 50 points spent into skinning. Now after you have 40 points spent here, you will now learn to craft the infusion for Titan, which will give you rousing orders whenever you kill that elemental infused mob. So you can see right here, you're crafting a Titan infused creature bait, which has a 12-hour cooldown, but you can reduce that cooldown massively, and I'll show you an example of that in just a second, but I do want to talk a little bit about the spec. So right here, by having 50 points, you can start making roughly 50 to 60,000 gold per hour, 24/7 from any gold farm, regardless of skinning. You're literally just doing this right here. You're infusing a bait with Titan, you're getting rousing orders while you're farming, and if I can just find my rousing orders here somewhere, I did get quite a few. 56 rousing orders from 10 minutes of farming, which is definitely not too bad. About 10,000 gold once again from 10 minutes of farming, and you can get this super quickly. Now after getting 40 points up here, we went back up to get 25 points into bait crafting, and we learned mastery. So upon learning mastery, the amount of cooldown refunded from your elusive creature bait through skinning is increased by a moderate amount, and to get this one to be reduced this fast, you want to have at least this point, but to make skinning as good as possible, you want to max this one out anyway, and at least get to the point of having 20 points. When you get 20 points, you can now draw in elite creatures, and elite creatures can be skinned by anyone in the group. So imagine this, you have 8 people, everyone has 20 points into mastery, and everyone is infusing their bait with Titan infusion, giving you rousing order when you skin, and you get like 8 rousing orders per skin, by the way. Now imagine you have 8 people and you're all able to pull in elite mobs, which means everyone in the group can skin that mob when it's pulled, and you can get one bait every 2 minutes. Let's say you have a 50% chance to draw in elites. That is 4 elites every 2 minutes, giving you roughly, that's going to be like 2 awakened orders every single minute for everyone in the group, 24/7, just going around and around and around. And that is just based on having 4 people. If you have 8 people, it's even better, and this just builds upon itself. So the more people have this, the better it gets, as long as you have the point to be able to pull in elites. Because when you have the regular bait, only the person who puts down the bait can skin the mob. But when you can do elites and rares, so right here by having 20 points you can pull in elites, and by having 40 points you can now draw in rares as well. So by pulling in a elite or a rare creature, everyone in the group can skin that creature, but if it's a normal creature then only one person can skin. So I want to show you a video of what this looks like, because it does say that the bait has a 12-hour cooldown, and that's true, it has a 12-hour cooldown, but as you can see, like throughout this tree right here, you will learn to decrease the cooldown or like increase the actual cooldown refunded by skinning. So right here you get some amounts back, and right here you get some amounts back, right here you get some amounts back as well, and then here moderate amounts, small amount once again, small amount, and small amount. Yeah, so you just learn how to get more and more cooldown back every time you skin, and we're like halfway through right now. We still have 3 more to go, 4 more to go actually, to get even more cooldown reduction when we're skinning. So at the end we're going to be able to put down 1 bait every single minute while we're skinning, actually faster than that as well if you have a good skinning location. So once again, let me show you an example of what this looks like in actual when I'm farming as well, to show you what this looks like when I'm placing down the bait, how much rousing orders you get, and the cooldown reduction from skinning. So here we have me, and I have just placed down one of those baits, and I'm crafting a new one right now. You can see that we just spawned this creature right here, and it's infused with Titan. You can see right now we've been farming for 4 minutes, and we have gained 1.7k gold. Pretty much all of it is from the actual bait, and we placed down 1 bait earlier. We're placing down the second bait right now, and when I loot I get nothing, but when I skin, you can see right now we got 8 rousing orders in the middle of my screen, and 1 less just scaled hide. So you're getting like rousing orders every single time. Just now we got 1.8k gold, and we're back up to 3.7k in 4 minutes, roughly getting 1000 gold per minute here. And we're getting, like, if you look right now, it says it has a 12-hour cooldown or 11 hours 42 minutes, but when I'm skinning the cooldown goes down every single time, and right now with the spec I have, it goes down with 20 minutes for every single time I skin. So I just have to skin, like, I don't even know, I'm not really that good at quick math, but if I skin 40 mobs I can get the entire cooldown refunded right there, just to be able to put down another one super quickly. So yeah, you get lots of cooldown reductions, and as you can see, by now the cooldown has already been reduced by 6 hours. So I'm going to be pulling up my bag very soon to show you guys how much cooldown has been reduced just by this skinning session so far. And it's literally, it hasn't even been a minute since we came back. It hasn't been a minute since you looted the previous mob, and you can see right now the cooldown is now 5 hours. It was 11 hours and 40 minutes. It is now 5 hours and 10 minutes. So the cooldown goes down super fast when you're skinning mobs, and that is why I'm farming at this location right here, because these drakes spawn super quickly. So it's not that much about the gold you're getting from the drakes, because adamant scales are selling for absolutely nothing right now. Leather is worth more when you talk about that gold per hour, but the gold per hour from skinning in itself is absolutely terrible, but from bait crafting it's huge. So far in 5 minutes and 50 seconds I'm about to go and place the bait again. You can see right now we have some mobs to skin right here, and the cooldown has almost been reduced to the point where I can do it again. It's like 1/4 left right now, and we're making like roughly 50,000 gold per hour right now, a little bit less than 1k per minute, because well, the actual efficiency could be better here, we could have a better setup, but with this setup as well, it's super quick, and you get so much cooldown back when you're skinning. So all you want to do when you have bait crafting is to find a skinning farm where you can get as many kills per hour as possible, because what you get from skinning doesn't really matter. The most of your gold, like for me, 95% of my gold comes from the actual bait crafting in itself and the rousing orders that I'm getting from crafting the bait. As you can see, right now we're just going to pull 1 or 2 more mobs and the entire cooldown should be available again, so we can go and place down 1 more bait. Now, if you're farming in a group like this and you don't have the ability to summon elites or rares, you do want to go out of the group whenever you're putting down the bait, because only one person can skin a normal mob when it's like a baited mob like this, and it's not just the crafter, it is one person, so whoever skins it first gets the stuff. So there might be some ninjas trying to get your stuff here. So what we do is the one doing the bait crafting goes out of the raid to place the bait and get the rousings. So here we go, it is now 7 minutes in and we are stuck on 4,000 gold right now, but when we skin this mob, we're going to get a lot more gold from this one. So right here, once again, we are getting 8 rousings once again and 1 lustrous scaled hide. So you're getting roughly 8 rousing order every single time, and we're now back up to 6,000 gold in 8 minutes. So it's like roughly 50,000 gold per hour-ish from this farm itself. It could be better if you had like a leather-based gold farm, but I just wanted to show you guys the power of having the bait crafting setup. So yeah, personally I can see skinning having huge potential here, especially as long as a rousing order or awakened order keeps its value, because right now I'm making like 50,000 gold per hour by doing this, just by doing bait crafting, and bait crafting is looking to be a lot better than I thought when the expansion came out. So I'm setting this one up to go all out on bait crafting, so 25 points so far, 40 points spent here, and we're now going into mastery as well to try to summon elites and rares. And ideally, if you're doing a group gold farm and you have the ability to summon an elite, you want to have other people in the group that also have the ability to summon elites, because like if you imagine if you have a group of 2x4 people, like 8 people, where everyone has the ability to summon an elite, it could be so massive, and the amount of rousing orders you're gonna get is absolutely massive. It could absolutely break the economy, and we're talking like 100k plus per hour super easily, as long as you have 8 people with this spec all farming together, which is quite a big ask to be honest. But for example, I set this character up last week and I already have 65 points, because you can loot something called a saturated bone and you get roughly 3 of these per hour, and I don't know if there's a cap. Like last night I farmed 12 of these in one day, so if there's a cap, I don't know what the cap is, but you can definitely get more than 12, or you can get up to 12 in one day at least, or in 1 week, because I did it in 1 week as well, like one day. The reset was this morning. So yeah, I farmed 12 saturated bones yesterday and we farmed 2 more today. So I don't know if there is a cap, and if it is, well, you can definitely get more than 12, or you can at least get 12 of the saturated bones, and they give you 1 knowledge points each. You also get 7 knowledge points each per week from the curious hides, and you get 3 knowledge points from the weekly. So you can get 10 knowledge points every single week just from curious hides and the weekly quest, plus you also get saturated bones on top as well. And so far I gotten this spec right here in less than 1 week of setup. So yeah, hopefully some of you guys want to join me on the journey to summon a lot of elites and rare creatures with Titan infusions and just get rich on rousing orders. Hopefully this video was helpful to some of you. If it was, then leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more Dragonflight gold making content. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you again very soon.